Hello and welcome to a very special DITV sports segment that I'm calling What the Fran is Wrong with Iowa Basketball. I have the Daily Iowan Basketball beat reporter Adam Hensley here with me today. Thanks so much for being here, Adam.
Thank you for having me on the show.
All right, Adam, let's just get right into it. The Hawks are heading into postseason on a 4-game losing streak, and they just look really bad right now. So I know it's a tough question. Obviously, there's probably not one clear answer, but what is wrong with Iowa basketball?
Well, there's a number of things. If you would have asked me about a month or so ago, I would have said Iowa basketball is on top of the world. And as of now, not really the case. You look at the last 3 games, it's been very disappointing, especially that last one against Nebraska. You talk about how good teams find a way to win. Iowa somehow gave up 16 points in 47 seconds, in the last 47 seconds of regulation. And that was kind of a stunner. So there's plenty to go around.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with Iowa in that Nebraska game, but honestly, ever since that Michigan win, I think Iowa, they've looked soft, they've looked weak. Like, I don't know what it is, but they got that big win. They looked great in Carver. I mean, and they didn't casually beat Michigan. They beat Michigan really, really, like, badly. And then done. The fire's gone. And what I think is that we accepted that because we were winning those games on last-second shots. I mean, we saw J-Bo come in clutch against Indiana and then Northwestern, and then we had Wieskamp at Rutgers. And the thing is those are wins, and I'm happy to get wins, but those are wins that we should have gotten much easier. It's taking an ugly girl home from the bar. Like, yeah, congratulations, but are you really doing a whole lot there? But so hopefully Iowa can take home some prettier girls when the Big Ten tournament starts on Thursday night. Adam, what does Iowa have to do to make a run?
I think for Iowa to make a run in the Big Ten tournament, it really needs to get some of its guys going that haven't been up to speed as of late. Bohannon's had pretty solid second halves, but I want to see a full performance from him, first half to second half, buzzer to buzzer. I really want to see also Luka Garza get back into a rhythm. The game against Nebraska was definitely a step in the right direction, but I feel like if they get him going, he's a guy who is a complete mismatch. He's plays the center position, but he can stretch the floor. He's got a great three-point shot, good mid-range game, and he's got incredible footwork in the post. So he's a guy that can do a lot for you offensively. In these last couple games when Iowa's kind of looked for some offense, I think he's a guy that can definitely speed things up when the tournament starts tomorrow for Iowa.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think it's super important that Luka is involved, especially because you were right. You know, he has been a little off lately. But so is TC. I mean, he put up no points against Wisconsin, and he's supposed to be the best player that's come through Iowa basketball in a really long time, and he's not showing that. So I think we need a big performance from Tyler and Luka, but also I think Isaiah Moss has the key to be something so special. When he is hot, I mean, he's so hot. He can be the best player on the court if he wants to, but the problem is he never wants to. He's so inconsistent. I don't think I've ever seen a player as inconsistent as Isaiah Moss. So I think for Iowa to do well in the Big Ten tournament, for Iowa to make a run, and they desperately need to. I mean, 4 straight losses. Isaiah Moss has got to be hot tomorrow night whenever Iowa's taking on the winner of Illinois and Northwestern. But finally, Iowa's skid as of late. They have people calling for Fran McCaffery's head. Now, Adam, is Fran your man, or do you want to yell at him like he yelled at those Ohio State officials?
I'm not ready to get on the fire Fran McCaffery bandwagon. I think there's a little mix of both what we're dealing with here. I think there's some games where obviously you can see that he's definitely valuable to the team. It hurt when he was out those 2 games, and I mean you can't blame him for that loss against Nebraska. That was just kind of a fluke. I think if McCaffery has another early exit, where his team has another early exit in the Big Ten tournament, that's when I think you can kind of start to maybe question if you want to fire up the hot seat, but I'm not really ready at this point to go full send on this whole fire Fran notion here.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I think that Fran, I mean, yes, he doesn't win in March, and that's a big problem. He needs to win in March. I mean, consistently, just so many postseason losses. We don't get anywhere. But look at where Iowa was a year ago. Right now. I mean, the turnaround that we've seen from this team. I mean, defensively, Iowa is completely different, and that's not Fran McCaffery's area. He's such an offensive coach. So for him to push that so hard and make such a just insane turnaround from last season to this season shows why I'm still with Fran. I know that those postseason wins are rough, and obviously We're in a bit of a skid right now, but it's way too early to be calling for his head. And even if it was time to call for his head, Barta made it impossible to let Fran go without losing, I think, $9 million in the process. But that's all I've got for you today. Adam, thank you so much for joining me. We're going to be in Chicago for the Big Ten tournament, so stick with us in the Daily Iowan for all your Big Ten tournament coverage that your heart could desire. And while you're at it, go ahead and follow me at on Twitter at Lucy Rohden TV, because why not? I have to promote myself somehow. Once again, I am Lucy Rohden, joined by Adam Hensley. Thank you so much for watching.